Did you know that most people actually lose money in crypto? It's true. They buy high on hype, sell low out of fear, and never quite figure out how to time the market. But it doesn't have to be you. In fact, this cycle might be the one where you finally cash in, where you finally build that life-changing wealth you've been hearing about. Want to know how to avoid the traps, spot the real opportunities, and hit it big? Welcome to Wealth Finance, and today I'm giving you the inside track on what's really brewing in the crypto world. We're talking about the whales, those big players who can move markets with a single trade. We're talking about institutional investors quietly pouring billions into strategic positions. And most importantly, we're talking about the 5 hot picks that could retire your bloodline this cycle. These aren't just random coins I'm throwing at you, these are carefully researched plays with massive upside potential. But before we get to those, let's break down the fundamentals you need to know to navigate this market like a pro. Stick with me, because what you learn today could change your financial future. Let's start with the big one, Bitcoin. Now, you've probably heard all the noise about Bitcoin before: digital gold, decentralized future, blah, blah, blah. But here's what they're not telling you. We're seeing unprecedented institutional accumulation happening right now. I'm talking about major funds, hedge funds, even pension funds. These guys are quietly buying up as much Bitcoin as they can get their hands on. Why is this such a big deal? Because when institutions move in, it's no longer just about retail hype. It's about serious strategic investments that shake up the entire market. These guys don't mess around with small plays. They're in it for the long haul, and they have the capital to back it up. Over the next 8 months, this build-up could push Bitcoin to levels people can barely imagine. Remember 2017? That was driven by retail FOMO, fear of missing out. This time it's different. This time it's institutions setting the stage for a sustained bull run that could make the last one look like a blip on the radar. And the best part, it's still early. You still have time to get positioned before the masses catch on and drive the price through the roof. But you have to act strategically. Don't just blindly throw money at Bitcoin because you're afraid of missing out. Understand the fundamentals, look at the on-chain metrics, and see for yourself why institutions are so bullish. This isn't just about making a quick buck. It's about securing your financial future in a world where traditional systems are becoming increasingly unstable. Think about it. Inflation is soaring, central banks are printing money like it's going out of style, and the stock market is looking shakier by the day. Bitcoin offers a decentralized alternative, a hedge against the reckless policies of governments and financial institutions. And as more and more people wake up to this reality, the demand for Bitcoin will only continue to skyrocket. But here's the thing, Bitcoin isn't the only game in town. There's an entire ecosystem of altcoins with even greater potential for growth, especially in this cycle. I'm talking about projects with real-world utility, innovative technology, and dedicated communities driving their adoption. Now, before I reveal my top picks for this cycle, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, whales and market manipulation. Look, the crypto market is still relatively young, and it's not as regulated as traditional markets. This creates opportunities for big players, the whales, to influence prices in their favor. A whale is essentially a crypto heavyweight with enough capital to move the market with a single trade. They accumulate massive amounts of a coin quietly, often during periods of low volume and general disinterest. Then, they start hyping it up through various channels, maybe even get some influencers on board. As retail investors like you and me start buying in, driven by FOMO and the fear of missing out on the next big thing, the price starts to climb. And guess what? That's when the whales sell. They dump their massive holdings, cashing out for huge profits while leaving everyone else holding the bag. And here's the thing, some big influencers with massive followings, they're in on it too. They might even be getting paid by the whales to promote certain coins. So when you see your favorite YouTuber shilling a project, don't just blindly follow their advice. Think twice, do your own research, and remember that not everyone has your best interests at heart. This isn't meant to scare you away from crypto. It's about empowering you to navigate this market with your eyes wide open. The key is to be aware of the game, understand how whales operate, and learn to spot the signs of manipulation. Chapter 3. How to identify the real deals and avoid FOMO. So, how do you separate the wheat from the chaff? How do you identify the real opportunities in a sea of hype and manipulation? It all comes down to one thing, doing your own research. Look, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement, to FOMO into the latest meme coin that everyone's talking about. But trust me, the best plays are rarely the ones making the most noise. Instead of chasing hype, focus on finding projects with real-world utility. What problem are they solving? What need are they fulfilling? If you can't answer those questions clearly and concisely, it's probably not a solid investment. Next, look at the team behind the project. Are they experienced developers with a proven track record? Do they have a clear vision for the future? The crypto space is full of passionate individuals building groundbreaking technologies. Align yourself with those who are in it for the right reasons, and don't underestimate the power of community. A strong, engaged community can be a powerful indicator of a project's long-term potential. Look for projects with active social media channels, passionate supporters, and a genuine sense of community. Here's a pro tip. Instead of following the masses, seek out smaller, high-quality channels, YouTube accounts, and Twitter profiles that consistently call the market well. These are often individuals who have been in the space for years, have a deep understanding of the technology, and aren't afraid to share their insights without hyping up every little price movement. Remember, investing in crypto is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about identifying long-term trends, understanding the underlying technology, and making calculated decisions based on solid research, not emotional impulses. Chapter 4. China's $11 trillion printing and the upcoming election, what it means for you. Now let's talk about some major macro trends that could significantly impact the crypto market in the coming months. First up, we have China. The Chinese economy is a behemoth, and they're not afraid to throw their weight around. Right now, they're pumping trillions of dollars into their economy, and that liquidity has to go somewhere. Some of it will inevitably flow into global markets, including crypto. This could create a surge in demand for Bitcoin and other key altcoins, driving prices higher. But it's not just about China. The upcoming US election is another massive event that could create volatility in both traditional and crypto markets. Historically, elections tend to create uncertainty, and uncertainty often leads to investors seeking safe haven assets. Bitcoin, with its decentralized nature and limited supply, is increasingly seen as a hedge against economic and political turmoil. So we have two major catalysts on the horizon: China's massive liquidity injection and the US election. Both have the potential to create significant price movements in the crypto market. The whales are already aware of this, and they're positioning themselves accordingly. The question is, are you? Chapter 5. Finally, my top 5 picks to retire your bloodline this cycle. All right, here it is. The moment you've been waiting for. My top 5 picks for this cycle. These are high potential plays that I believe are positioned to explode as we move toward 2024. But remember, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, understand the risks, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. First up, we have AI agents, specifically OLAs, and a new token, Luna, on Solana. AI is taking over the world, and these projects are leveraging artificial intelligence to revolutionize how blockchain works. These agents bring AI integration into crypto, making it more dynamic and interactive. With AI continuing to trend, these coins are definitely on my watch list. Next, we have OSAC by Ryoshi, the creator of Shiba Inu. This is Ryoshi's final project, and he's calling it his grand finale. If you were part of SHIB's meteoric rise, you know what this could mean. This one is high risk, high reward, but if the momentum builds, it could be life-changing. Now let's talk about Cellframe. This is a low market cap blockchain designed to be quantum resistant. With the rise of quantum computing, security is more important than ever, and Cell is built to handle it. This is a sleeper pick with massive narrative potential this cycle. Moving on, we have Rune, Thorchain. Rune enables seamless, decentralized cross-chain liquidity. Want to trade assets between chains without a centralized exchange? That's what Rune does, and as DeFi continues to grow, Rune could be a critical infrastructure piece. Last but not least, we have Boson Protocol. Boson is shaking up e-commerce by creating a decentralized marketplace powered by smart contracts. Imagine buying real-world goods through a blockchain-based platform. That's what Boson is doing. This could be massive as blockchain extends further into everyday transactions. And a quick bonus pick, keep an eye on Arweave for permanent data storage. This is a critical solution for secure long-term data preservation that's only growing in demand. This cycle is shaping up to be one for the history books. The pieces are in place, the catalysts are lining up, and the whales are already making their moves. The question is, are you ready to ride the biggest waves in crypto and potentially secure your financial future? Subscribe to Wealth Finance, hit the bell for all the latest insights, and join us as we dive deep into the most promising opportunities in this exciting and rapidly evolving space. Don't miss out. The time to act is now. See you in the next video.